Yo, what is up, everyone? I am back on my channel. What? Yeah, sorry, I'm a little rusty, and honestly, I'm like full of like tense like nerves and stuff because I just don't want to screw this up. So thank y'all so much for joining me. I'm going to go ahead and try to play some calming music. Hopefully, I will get my nerves in order. So let me just make sure it's not like too overwhelming, so it's not like blasting in people's ears. Okay, cool. Playing some Chrono Trigger jazzy remix action happening right now. But yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. I know I've been gone for like 6 months. Yeah, I've definitely been online. I just needed a break because, yeah, life, everything. Yeah, I just have been, trying to touch grass as much as possible. So thank you all so much for sticking around if you're so inclined. And if you're just now, joining back on the channel, I super appreciate that as well. Um, yeah, so I guess like getting into, why I'm, live streaming right now, like, yeah, it's like high key a solo show. So, yeah, I'm just sort of like here ranting or whatever. Yeah, so basically I'm here to kind of talk about Full Circle and, my experience at the event so far. And, oh, sorry, wrong pop-up. Where is this? I wanted to, what did I want to share? Yeah, so there's a pinned comment on YouTube, but let me go ahead and try and like grab that so I can put it in the chat. Sorry, I'm like so frazzled right now. Okay, so if one of the mods in the chat could grab the link and post it, then I'll put like the information and stuff. I apologize. I was just like I literally hopped on like 2 seconds before hitting live, and I barely like got this stream scheduled at the time. So again, apologies. Doing my best. Yeah, welcome folks who are coming in. Apologies again for not saying hi to everyone, but I will definitely get into that. I want to make sure I hit all the points as far as like making sure that I spread the awareness for the event and kind of go from there. So first of all, I definitely want to give a shout out to the Nerd Queen for being like one of the major catalysts for or tentpole groups for putting this event together. And I also wanted to shout out Zack and Debbie Snyder for coming through for the event and uh, in allowing folks to interview them, interact with them. I think today is the autograph day for like physical merch and stuff. Yeah, just giving their blessing all over this amazing event. And yeah, American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Like obviously, like that's why we're all here. So yes, thank y'all so much. Yeah, so basically the link is pinned on YouTube, and for folks who are watching over on Twitch, it is going to be in a comment that I'll show up on the screen in just a bit. So let me go ahead and put it in the chat. My apologies for not informing anyone of needed assistance on the stream, but thank you so much for coming through. I super appreciate it. So yes, this link here. So there is a shorthand link that is pinned, not pinned, but it's in the description for the stream as well. And thank you to Saggy, Aaron, Mr. Gamer, the Batman, Zod, Daniel Martin, Aries, Ken from Retro Complex, Super Bro Corey, thank you so much for coming through. Perp Minded, Matia, Jingai Jigokomoto, thank you so much. Potion Sword Run, Terran Prema, all the lovely faces in the chat that I've been seeing for the past like couple of years. Thank you for your support for my content and all this other stuff that y'all do to support one another, support me, and just show up and show out. What's up, Slanko? Good to see you. Hope you're well. And Mattia, thank you so much for acknowledging that the comment is pinned on YouTube for Full Circle and the AFSP fundraiser. So thank you. Yeah, so going down the list of acknowledgments. So I just want to, make sure that I highlight some crucial information as far as like things that I want to, do some housekeeping for before we get into, my experience with the event so far. So yeah, I was made privy of a winner of a giveaway that I'll go ahead and announce as well. And there's also more information about how you can contribute to AFSP in the description as well if you'd like to pick up or like contribute to the fundraiser. The link is pinned, as well as like if you wanted to get a commemorative T-shirt with the illustration by Jim Lee in honor of the Full Circle event, you can do so via the link in the description as well on YouTube. Folks on Twitch, you can navigate over to the YouTube side to get to that link. I can also post it in the chat as well and then highlight it later on. But yes, definitely check out the link that is popped up on the screen. I'll go ahead and do that again. And then you could also go and support and pick up a shirt as well, or like order a shirt and have your contribution sent over to the charity. So yes, thank you all so much for coming through. Yes, Taryn, thank you so much for stopping by. I am enjoying my time at school. Okay, cool. Back to the house cleaning stuff or housekeeping stuff. Yes, so thank you to folks at Vero as well for hosting the Q&A session for the main program of the weekend. There is a link in the description on YouTube. Sorry, Twitch folks, for making you go to 2 different platforms. But yes, folks on YouTube, if you want to check out the Q&A session that's being directed for the main program of the event, definitely go to vero.co/Zack Snyder. And I also wanted to shout out Aldasten on Fiverr for creating the short intro outro for the Full Circle logo that you saw before the stream went live. So thank you so much to Aldasten on Fiverr for that. Their information is in the description on YouTube in big bold caps. So thank you so much for that. And let me see. I want to make sure I've got everything. Okay, cool. So I know that there is also a graphic that I want to make sure I highlight as well. Let me go ahead and see if I uploaded that last night at like 3 a.m. Where did I put it? Yeah, so like the graphic that I'm going to be pulling up, it's essentially the information that you can also refer to show your support for Full Circle, AFSP, and yeah, just being a part of this amazing community that we've all been a part of for going on several years. So big mood there for sure. Let me go ahead and like hide this comment really quick, just so like y'all can see some of the information on the background as well. So yes, thank y'all so much for bearing with me during like my comedy of errors right now during the stream. Okay, let me see. So I know that there's a graphic here. I wonder if I can just like re-upload it. I apologize again for being so messy, but if y'all are even like a few minutes aware of what my channel is about, you know that messiness is basically on brand. So thank you for putting up with me again, as usual. Super appreciate it. Okay. I totally forgot how to use StreamYard in the last like half a year. So again, apologies. Gosh. Okay. So I want to make sure I show off this graphic. Okay. Let me see. Not new layout. So while I figure out how to do that, I apologize. I think I can probably like screen share the graphic as well. Let me go ahead and try that. Yeah, I did not prepare for this at all. I apologize. Okay, cool. So, okay, I think I got it. Did I do this right? Probably not. Oh, okay. Is this right? Yes, I did it! Yay! Oh my gosh. Okay, awesome. Yay, I did the thing. Yes, Ken, I have been out of practice, out of pocket, just like out of it altogether. Okay, cool. So all this lovely information about the hashtag Full Circle AFSP fundraiser giveaway. So yes, as you can see on the screen, all the details as far as like how you can contribute and win fantabulous prizes and all that cool stuff. Definitely keep this graphic here and kind of go from there, determine, what you're comfortable, contributing to the cause, and you will be entered for a chance to win some of these super awesome prizes. So yes, do it. Yes, absolutely. And let me go ahead and remove that really quick. And what's up, Nana? And yes, thank you so much for being empathetic. Yes, I am operating on like 2 hours of sleep. So thank you so much for coming through to support. I super appreciate it. And what's up, Biggie D's Arcade, Taylor, and Shane? Good to see y'all so much. C4C, thank you so much for coming through as well. So yeah, if y'all have like some anonymous questions that you'd like to ask, I can highlight the comment here for y'all to go ahead and add those. So like as long as they're full circle related, I'll be more than happy to acknowledge those and kind of go from there. I'm assuming positive intent on any questions submitted, but I will be screening them as well before I acknowledge them on stream, just as a heads up, just full transparency. And let me just make sure I can see the chat all throughout. Okay, cool. So I'll go ahead and hide that comment. And what's up, Real Talk Production? And yes, thank you all so much again for tuning in. Yeah, I guess like I just wanted to take a moment to kind of like acknowledge some of like the feelings that I've had since like, showing up. Like it hasn't really even like hit that that I'm here, it just feels like a dream, like not like in a like, oh, like, rose-colored lenses type of dream. It's more just like, like, yeah, like just sort of like that haziness of like navigating, an unfamiliar environment, and all around you are people that, you feel like this good energy from. So you kind of are inclined to just, be in the moment with them and be grateful for their presence, because there's a sense of community and safety amongst everyone there. So yes, I just wanted to kind of acknowledge that for sure. And I see folks are coming in through with the questions. Thank y'all so much, Super Real Corey, for questions. And yeah, what was it like meeting Zack and everyone at Full Circle? Thoughts, emotions? Yeah, I kind of got into it, it still doesn't really feel 100% real. I'm still very much like in my fifis about like, what exactly like I am feeling right now. But yeah, I did want to kind of get into it down the road after I get through some of the chat and folks that are like coming through with the questions. But yes, I definitely want to get more into that to a response for you, Corey, down the road after I get through more of the questions, because there is more I want to share on that too for like a small period of time. And Batman, what's your favorite of Zack Snyder's trilogy? Oh, gosh. Seeing Man of Steel for the first time in a theater setting was just, it was like a visceral experience. Like all the sound effects, all the visuals, like I can feel it like pulsating like in my bones, the muscles, like all my nervous system. Like it was the audio for sure. Like, big shout out to the audio design team, not only in the movie, but also the folks in the auditorium at Art College Center of Design. So yes, thank you to y'all there. And yeah, as far as like favorite, like for the longest time, it was Zack Snyder's Justice League, and now I'm just like, oh man. And I actually like started rewatching BVS Ultimate Edition to kind of like mentally acclimate myself to the event today, and I'm just like, oh, all three are so good. But yeah, I think Man of Steel like is one that, because it's so like fresh in my mind, and like the theater experience just kind of like was wowie zowie all over the place. It was I guess like my top or favorite or whatever is kind of like in flux, like it's never consistent. So I I think I have a lot of like a lot of feelings around all three. I'm sorry I'm like indirectly answering your question. I think like what I'm trying to say is that like it's not constant as far as like my favorite, because it just really depends on, you know, where I'm at like mentally, and able to like in that moment in time in my life, able to kind of discern what themes are resonating most with me. And I think like because I'm of this weekend and watching all three films like, you know, back to back basically, like getting like a sense of like, especially like where I'm at right now, like, you know, like coping mechanisms, especially in maintenance of one's mental health, which is the reason why we're all here. How to kind of grapple with, you know, one's sense of identity, one's ability to kind of like maintain their survival mask for the sake of themselves and others. Those are like really big things that, you know, kind of resonated the most with me. And then I saw that a lot in Man of Steel, especially with Clark, you know, being so physically impacted by all the stimuli around him as a child and having to like learn to live with it. That had big neurodivergent, you know, vibes for sure, because as someone who is neurodivergent, you know, I have borderline personality disorder, bipolar disorder, anxiety, depression. I'm on the spectrum as well, so I'm on the autism spectrum too. Just like a lot of just like really just pulsating, you know, thoughts are racing through my brain constantly, and I'm like trying to like grab onto the earth, like just to like have like a sense of like physical grounding in order to make sense of the world around me. So I felt that a lot in Man of Steel yesterday. So I think that's why it's so fresh in my mind, as far as like I was like having an Avatar Way of the Water, like I see you, Clark. Like, you know, I feel it. It's the vibes for me. Yeah. So I just wanted to kind of shout out that moment for sure. That's, you know, what was impactful for me. And like Corey, I think I kind of touched on some of my, you know, feelings about the event as well. Like, you know, I'm so grateful and honored to be here with folks and have the opportunity to share this viewing experience and supporting a great cause for American Foundation for Suicide and Prevention, as well as like share like my own like you know, bit of testimony as well to my own personal, you know, connection to the cause as well. Let me see. Okay, yeah, that was like a whole like, you know, rant. But yeah, I'll go into the chat again just to like give my brain a break. So Saggy, let's see, what are you saying here? Okay, I would have gone just to see you guys this weekend, but I'm also glad I didn't go just because I saw some folks I don't want to be around. You guys are having fun, Rhea. No worries. Yeah. So like, yeah, again, like my heart was so full of, you know, joy and enthusiasm and like a sense of comfort and community that around everyone that was, that I came in contact with. So, for me, what kept me grounded in, you know, the moment and just being so like appreciative of just, you know, literally being physically present amongst everyone else was like, that was literally it, you know, like I'm just happy to be here. I'm just like immense gratitude vibrating throughout the universe, like from my, you know, like like just like my jittery, like shaky, anxious heart right now. So yes, thank you so much for folks, you know, being present online and in person to share this moment with me. As like nerve-wracking and somewhat, you know, like psychologically like testing it has been, not from anyone else, just like from my own, like, you know, constant, you know, like tide of, you know, emotions and moods and like personality shifts that, you know, go into how I am able to cognate my my presence in this moment right now. So thank you for bearing with me. Okay, cool. And then good Austin, good to see you, my guy. Much love. So happy for you to be able to meet Zack. Yeah, definitely. One of the things that I definitely do want to get the opportunity to talk with him a little bit about was, you know, yeah, the just like the condition of living as a neurodivergent in a creative space, and, you know, finding a sense of purpose and maybe if we're lucky, you know, a sense of community. How do we, you know, how do we ground ourselves to that common goal that, you know, unifies not only neurodivergent creatives, but also just like, you know, folks like existing in general, you know? So those like, like foundational pursuits are definitely something that not only resonate in the films that we're watching this weekend, but also just like as a universal, like, common trait, that longing for a sense of purpose. And like I said, if we're fortunate enough, a sense of community with something. So yes, thank you for showing up, my guy. And yeah, so Ion Stone, what's up, dude? Yeah, super talented guys. Thanks so much for popping in. Do you have anything you brought to have signed? No, I was going to just buy some merch here, support, AFSP, and get it signed. So like, what I wanted to do was potentially get some merch for friends that I have in the community and get it signed for them. So I'm going to do my best to see what I can do there. And yeah, hopefully I can make that happen. And let's see, just scrolling through the chat, making sure I didn't miss any questions. I'm going to scroll up again just to make sure. So I think I got Superbro, Corey, Batman, and thank you folks who are popping in too. What's up, Jay Darkseed? Good to see you, my guy. And Hans, good to see you. Yay! Happy Saturday to you. Thanks so much for coming through. And let's see. That's Dan. That's quite all right, Ray. I understand they're all good. It's hard to choose. Yes, yeah. It doesn't help that, I have all these like, brain chemicals, like I said, casting, huge waves, and like I are just like, cascading tides amongst like, the neurons in my brain. So yes, that's a whole, vibe for sure. And yeah, thank you so much for coming through, Taylor. And hey, Nate, good to see you as well. Happy Saturday to you. I was just like, watch it not even be Saturday, and it's like a whole different day. But I'm pretty sure it is Saturday. At least that's what my computer says. And Dead Guy Productions. Hey, everyone. Hey, Rhea. Good to see you. Good to see you. And Carl O, Thomas Gaming. Hello. And yeah, Daniel Martin, that's a powerful scene with young Clark and his mother. Oh, yes. Like, all of the surrounding stimuli of like physical surroundings, as well as like sonic, audible sort of like, sonar impact like on your brain and on your physical person as well. And just like visually, seeing the like inner machinations of people's physical physiology and things like that. Like it's just so much happening. And like, I don't want to say like I relate to that specific occurrence like 100%, but it is very similar to like how a lot of neurodivergent folks like myself sort of are able to kind of like best communicate that like there's just a lot happening right now as far as like what I'm feeling, what I'm smelling, what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, that I'm trying to be present with the people around you, that like it's this mask that you kind of have to, that you're constantly compelled to maintain in order to function in mainstream society. So foundationally, like that is where that that empathy comes from. And it's not just folks who are neurodivergent like me, it's also folks that are just like, yes, like life is constantly happening around you, and what is it that pulls your attention? What do you focus on? Like, why do you focus on it? Like, what are your motivations? Like, you're constantly maybe like second guessing yourself, or you're not feeling like you are doing the right thing all the time. So, but you're doing your best. Like I like to think that people are inherently good, and they are doing the best they can in any given moment. So at least for the most part, assuming positive intent, obviously. But yes, yeah, I just kind of wanted to acknowledge that like, some days are better than others for sure. And then there's also, just like, life doesn't stop. You kind of have to, get whatever grasp you can on, what is present in front of you right there, and decide how to navigate that in that moment. So yes, big relate for sure. And Wajid, good to see you. Hey, Ray, I just donated. Love this fandom and those events. Hashtag AFSP, hashtag full circle. Thank you so much, Wajid. I appreciate it. Okay, cool. And I'm just scrolling through the chat. Usually I read everything, as y'all know, but I'm trying to, be as time effective with my 1 hour as I can, just to kind of share some of the things that are important to me about the event, and answer some questions from y'all too. I'm also going to check the link from NGL to make sure that I got all the questions there too. Let me go ahead and refresh that. And everyone's saying hi to one another. Thank you, thank you. And yeah, I'm just trying to, be, just like I said, I keep repeating this, in the moment, expressing gratitude, just like assuming positive intent. Those are all the things that I constantly have to remind myself to do. And at the same time, hold it together and like actually conduct a stream, like in a like semi functional way, a pseudo functional way. So yes, thank y'all so much for submitting questions over in the chat too. And what's up, Anthony Cheeseman? Good to see you. Good to see you. Spider-Man. Rhea, I gotta say, I'm becoming a big fan of yours. You really like. Wait, sorry. You really killed it when you hosted Max's. Anyway, how's it meeting Zack in person? Yeah, so like, I got a like quick photo op with him yesterday, and yes, my face was like totally like. But yes, thank you to Zack, always camera ready, like face card always valid. Like, you're the man, obviously. Let's see, Mattia. How's it meeting Snyder? You look so approachable and relaxed. Yeah, exactly. Like I just said, you already know the vibes. And yes, thank you all so much for popping into the chat. And let me see. I just want to make sure that I'm addressing any questions that are relative to the event too. Oh, we got RJ. So Resident Justice just graduated college, y'all. He's on his way to becoming a teacher. And yeah, like I've known RJ, Saggy, Magnat, Sil Abdul, Inashi Poindexter Lounge, and a few other folks for like a really, really long time, for going on like almost like over like 2 years. So thank y'all so much for being a part of my life and allowing me to be a part of yours. And yeah, shout out again to RJ. Oh, and Hans Brand as well. Hans, I've known you for basically as long as I've known everyone else too. Thank you always for being a big support and awesome friend group all around. Big hugs for sure. But yeah, RJ, hey Rhea, hope you're having a great time. Saw some of the pictures. So cool that you got to meet and talk to Zack. Happy for you. Thank you, RJ. Appreciate it. And best wishes to you and all of your, your career endeavors, personal if not professional. Yeah, like you have my heart as always. Just like Zaggy and everyone else that I mentioned. So yes, always sending you like big, good vibes, like even if from afar. So yes, wishing you all the best too. And let's see. Oh, Bianca. What's up, myself and Comics Bianca at work. Hi and bye and like. Thank you so much for popping in, girl. And thank you for popping in too, Carlo. Ray, you get more people every day. I don't know how you do it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, I'm pretty cringe when it comes to compliments, So like, yeah. But thank you. I know it's a good place. Again, assuming positive intent. And let me see. As far as like the chat, I'm like a million miles behind, so I apologize. Let's go through this. Scrolling. Oh, Nerdette Newsstand, what's up, Tristan? Good to see you. Happy Saturday, girly. Ray, don't forget to hit like. Thank you. I super appreciate all your support, girly. Sending you all the best. And people can stop asking me to do a face reveal now. Okay, well, like a lot of us, like who've been around for like a hot minute, like know what you look like, but it's all good. Love the face reveal. Big fan. Hugs and kisses. Mwah. All the best to you, RJ. Okay, and let me see. Oh, Omicron. Ray and me, still in Sky was awesome to see, dude. I know, like, what a moment. Like that was definitely a split second where like I looked and I think Sky and Phil were like looking away, and I was just like, dude, like is that Phil? Is that Sky? So like yes, like I just ran up to them with like the biggest goofiest grin on my face and was just like, oh yeah, we gotta get a pic. Oh my god, I gave like the biggest hugs ever. Like yeah, like a couple hugs each. Like it was just a whole thing. So they like yeah, they've been like some of the biggest supporters in my corner, and just being super like present and like available to talk to and to watch them, you know, version into like the amazing like content creators and community contributors that they are today. So yes, big shout out to them for sure. Okay, and sorry, my heart is just like, okay, what are we saying? And uh, everyone's saying what's up to each other. DL, good to see you, DL. Hey Ray, I wish I could be there. Hope you're having a good time. I am. I'm kind of shook right now, like shook AF. But yeah, no, it's a vibe, it's a mood. You know, it's a moment. Yes, thank you so much for coming through, DL. Sending you all the best. Okay, and uh, uh, y'all are vibing in the chat talking about food. I just ate breakfast and I'm already trying to stuff my face again. And Wajid, thanks for sharing a bit about yourself. It really helps. Yeah, so like again, just to kind of like touch on what I was mentioning earlier for folks who weren't here earlier. I'm neurodivergent. I don't want to say I suffer, but like I have super like, you know, intrinsic sort of like neurological phenomenon happening in my phenomena, like like, you know, the plural of that happening in my brain all at once. So like borderline personality disorder, bipolar disorder too, the anxiety, depression, PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. Let's see. Gosh, yeah, like, you know, there's like a lot going on there. And then like also being on the spectrum, the autism spectrum too. So like all of that, you know, informs, you know, my, you know, grasp on, you know, this moment and my ability to cognate, you know, what I'm experiencing right now. So thank you all so much for, you know, being receptive to me sharing that with you and being super supportive and empathetic and welcoming. Like, you know, this is the intention for me sharing my quote unquote testimony with y'all, is to kind of destigmatize or contribute what I can in order to further the destigmatization of talking about one's mental health. So like for me, I love the idea of like community and gathering around supporting one another, but like I want for myself to be more transparent and more intentional around the conversation, and not just, you know, making blanket statements about like, oh yeah, mental health awareness is great. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's dig a little bit deeper than that. What are some of like the conditions for mental health that that some of us experience, and that oftentimes are difficult and challenging to deal with on a day-to-day basis. Some days are better than others, like I said, but like if we can acknowledge the names of these events that are happening in our brain, and actually have a conversation around like the idiosyncrasies of, you know, each one and how that informs how we cognate things that are happening to us, then I think that can be a more authentic conversation around the topic of quote unquote mental health awareness, like actually being aware of like the different like branches and subcategories of what that means to someone, like a single individual, I think is very impactful, and I think can actually help to bridge gaps and have like a better understanding of one another, as far as like not only building empathy, but also like understanding and or like a better sense of understanding, having like that foundation of empathy and trust in revealing something that can oftentimes be used or be considered a weakness, to be, you know, considered quote unquote different from everyone around you. But yeah, like the reason I'm sharing my testimony or quote unquote testimony, I don't want to make it sound like a whole like, you know, like, oh gosh, like, you know, like only I'm suffering from this. Like, no, not at all. Like I'm being transparent about like what I experienced in my connection to this depression, in order to build like, what is it, like a safe space. I know that phrase is like, you know, kind of like some people are more cool with it than others, but yes, I like legitimately like, you know, creating a space where we can just simply like acknowledge that you know, like there's various, you know, like degrees of one struggle that is either like physical, mental, or externally driven, that impacts us on a day-to-day So what for me, if it is like, my ability to cognate the world around me based off the my neurodivergent, sense of thinking and ability to cope with my mood and personality and just awareness of the world around me, then I think other folks can, also be given that same space to feel safe enough to, acknowledge some of the things that they may perceive as weaknesses, which are actually their strengths. So I feel like there is strength in being vulnerable, especially with one another, because ultimately, like, putting one's trust in someone else is how you establish that sense of community, or like you move closer to like finding that sense of community. I would hope, at least like that's true for me. Cool. So again, like it's just a whole rant. I hope that makes sense, but it was just like word salad. Okay, cool. And Nana Queen, yay. Okay, so the AFSP fundraiser for #FullCircle is very close to hitting 20K. If you can, consider donating so that we can hit the milestone, and you may win a cool prize for it too. Yes, thank you for the reminder. So there is a prize winner for me to announce, and I just want to make sure I get through the chat as effectively as I can before I do that. I think I want to do the stream wrap up and then announce the winner. I think that would be good, and then I could go ahead and introduce the next round of content creators who are going to be doing their contribution to this, live stream marathon today as well. Okay, cool. So thank you so much, Nana Queen. Daniel Martin says, Ray, is Zach a Nintendo Switch guy or no? That is a great question. Let me just write that down really quick. Zach, Nintendo Switch, or just like video games in general. Oh, that's a whole topic right there. Like, so I actually had like, a full, like, novel of questions that I was like going to try and squeeze in today to ask him. But I think the Nintendo Switch one is at the top of the list now. Cool. Love being able to take notes like on an analog pen and paper. Like, oh, so retro. Love it. Big. Okay, cool. So thank you for that, Daniel Martin, for that lovely reminder. And I'll go ahead and scroll through the chat just to make sure I catch everyone. And Han says, compliments make brain go, brrr. Yes, I know my brain is like, what is happening? Cool beans. And I'm just going to keep scrolling through the chat just to make sure I catch up with everyone. And whoa, Ezekiel, thank you so much. What's up, Ray? I love Snyderverse. Ben Affleck is my favorite Batman. Yeah, dude, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much. I will definitely be putting this contribution along with my additional contributions to the event as well. So just to make sure everyone's on the same page, there is a pinned link on YouTube for your ability to support Full Circle and the AFSP fundraiser for the celebration of Zack Snyder's contributions to DC and celebration of the Snyderverse. So thank you so much to folks who are coming through, showing out for that. And thank you to folks on Twitch if you are still there. I'm not neglecting you. I'm trying to, be as like equal-handed in how I approach like the YouTube chat and the Twitch chat. So like I'll do my best to like be on top of all of that. So yes. Super Corey says, saw you see Koj too. I did see Koj. Yeah, like he's based in SoCal. So yeah, it's so funny. We were talking about going to Super Nintendo World after the screening tomorrow, and he's just like, wait, didn't you already go recently? And I'm just like, well, yeah, but obviously I want to go again. Duh. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I'm like, obviously, like I'm operating on like 0 sleep right now, like barely any sleep. So I'm wondering if I will just like crash after the event. I don't know, maybe like the adrenaline will keep me going long enough to just sleep on the plane when I go home, but we'll see. I'll try to hang in there as much as I can. And let me see. Terrence says, are you going to the BBS one? Yeah, so like I'm still in Pasadena. I went to the Man of Steel screening yesterday, and I'm going to the BBS screening today. And then I'm also going to the Zack Snyder Justice League showing at AMC at Universal City Walk. So Universal Studios Hollywood, it has like this like huge like small city in front of it of like different restaurants and shops and stuff right outside the Universal Studios park or theme park. So yeah, there's an AMC theater there that we're all going to show up for and watch the movie together. So like all 4 hours plus the Q&A. So it's going to be bananas, like banana nut muffins, y'all. And welcome, y'all. Hey, Roland, good to see you. And thank y'all so much for hanging out in the chat, keeping it live. And Fourth 1000, how was Monday? Wait, today's Saturday. Oh man. Yes, you're gonna have to like clarify what day you actually mean. And Potion Sword Run says consensual hugs. Yes, absolutely. So like I'm someone who like doesn't really like non-consensual hugs. So like if I come up to someone and give them a hug, please don't feel like you have to give me a hug. Like that's not the move at all. Like, consent all around. So like, yeah, don't feel like, oh, I'm gonna be rude if I don't give her a hug, but like I'm super uncomfortable right now. Like, no, please establish boundaries, like verbally. Let's empower one another to establish boundaries, like verbally and unapologetically. Yes, that's another thing. Like, yes, absolutely. Snap, 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 snap. Let's go. Okay, and gosh, where am I at the chat? Okay, cool. Thank y'all so much for hanging in there, being awesome. And wait, so was the only guest on Monday, Carrie? Sorry, wait, Monday? I apologize. I'm like blanking on what specific event you're talking about, Fourth. I sincerely apologize. It's not me like playing dumb. I literally am like, I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so yeah, again, I just kind of want to like, be fully transparent that like my intention as far as like sharing my testimony and acknowledging my own, ongoing management, that's a good word, management of my mental health. It's all in pursuit of, self-acceptance and being more authentic around the way that I connect to the world and the people in it, and how I am able to most effectively spend my time in connecting with others around me and sharing my experiences with others in order to create a space of safety for others to do the same. So yes, just know that if nothing else, my space is going to always be, an unapologetic, transparent, and welcoming just like ecosystem for folks to be authentic to how they are able to connect to one another in this specific space. And like I said, communicate their boundaries, communicate their needs, communicate just everything that they're going through. So like if there is, a sense of like conflict, it's definitely an ongoing, journey for me to try and find the best ways to navigate around it. Granted, like my ability to cope with a lot of, difficult, challenging situations may or may not be the best, as far as like me relying on like deflection or, trying to put my mind on focusing onto something else for the moment and not confronting that challenging aspect like head on. So like I want to acknowledge that that's something that I'm still working on too. Again, acknowledging my vulnerability, it is, in my opinion, is something that I find as a strength because it's something that I want to continue to hone and acknowledge is something that I want to improve on. So thank you for bearing with me. Again, my intention is to just, be more continue to be as transparent as I can in every moment to authentically represent like my bandwidth as far as like, being the best self I can be like in this present moment. I don't know why it took me like 1,000 words to like try and like express like, I'm just here, I'm vibing, I'm yeah, like, it is what it is. It's a whole mood. The TLDR. So yes, let me go ahead and scroll through the rest of the chat. Just saying hi. What's up, Chubby? And excuse me, Anthony says, hope you're having a great day. Thank you. Yeah, I'm having a pretty brain chemically, like, cascading, torrential, experience in my brain right now that I'm trying to hold together. Masking is definitely a coping mechanism that a lot of us have to lean on. So yes, thank you so much for being patient. Okay, and Aaron says, Rhea, out of the Trinity Superman, Batman or Wonder Woman, which one is your favorite? Ooh, good one. Gosh, I think it's the same answer as I had with Batman's question about what's it called? Yeah, it's just dependent on where I'm at mentally, like in that moment that I'm being asked that question. Honestly, I guess like for me, maybe it is probably going to lean more towards on the Wonder Woman side because in her thousands of years like long experience being like an outsider looking in on the human condition and seeing the absolute best and the absolute worst of humanity and to a degree like Superman and Batman have as well for sure. Bruce and Clark in their limited time lifespans compared to Diana. Like I think for me, her capacity to still, I guess, harness, that fundamental empathy and grasp on, like I said, that positive intent exists in many of us, and at any given moment, many of us are doing the absolute best we can with what we have present amongst us, with all of the stimuli that is, surrounding us and informing our decisions, both internally and externally. So yes, I think Wonder Woman and Diana is like so like she has like a higher awareness of that being the case as like just humans like being just works in progress. We're all works in progress. I don't want to say like we're all flawed and we all have like good intentions, but I think like a more like authentic way to call it is like we're all works in progress. So I think she sees that. Hey, she's like after the water reference. I do that a lot. Like whenever I'm just like I see someone who I'm like, oh, you're neurodivergent. But yes, thank you for asking that, Aaron. Super appreciate it, and thank you so much for always being in the Sci-Fi Center Poindexter Lounge streams and hanging out with you. It's been awesome to get to know you and other folks in that community. And I love seeing you over in the Poindexter on Sunday streams when I pop in, just wish everyone well and have a great service. So yes, you're a big time supporter on that platform too. So you and William and Stella and Thade and Brian, Master of None, like yeah, y'all are in my heart for sure for holding it down on that platform, for all the folks who rely on it for their own, personal sense of community. So yes, thank you so much. Big shout out to you. Flower King, Rhea, how are you doing? Oh, just, the brain chemicals are doing their own thing. But yes, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And let me see. I'm going to go ahead and scroll through the rest of the chat. Oh, Colin, good to see you. Hi. Yay. Thank you so much for coming through, my guy. Hope you're doing well. And now it's your turn for LA vacay. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for coming through, my guy. Hope you're doing well. And back channel, what up, Rhea? Good to see you, Trey and Corey. They're going to be the next up on the stream list as far as folks in the lineup for today. Before and after the BPS screening and Q&A. So yes, big shout out to y'all. I'll drop the link to their stream as well in just a moment while I'm wrapping up talking with the chat. Then I'll go over the details of the event again, the raffle winner that I'm announcing, and then throw in the ball to, or whatever sports reference we want to throw in there for like for the big sports game. That channel, yeah, take it away, my guy. Make me stop talking, please. And Tevia says, how's your day going? Oh yeah, I feel like I have to give a unique answer every time like I get asked that. It's not your fault. It's me imposing that stress on myself. But yes, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well too. Ion Stone says, you're handling multiple live streams very well. I can barely handle pre-recording an episode of anything. Well, thanks for sharing with us. Absolutely. Thank you so much for being so receptive to just me sharing my story. And and thank you to folks who are popping in to show up and show out. Like, even though I haven't like made content in months, I'm still, present in the community, helping out other folks with like just, watching their streams, engaging in the chat, like helping to spread the awareness of their content as well. Like those are all things that I was doing before I started making content, and I'm going to continue to do it even after I stop. Like, and right now I don't see myself as so much as like stopping making content, so much as like just I'm on a break. I'm again like I said earlier in the stream, I'm trying to touch grass as much as possible. So if you see me out there showing up, showing out IRL, like just know that I am in pursuit of of like my own sense of like what is the word, just like a sense of big question mark, I guess. I don't know what I'm pursuing, but I know that like the experiences that I'm having while I'm pursuing whatever it is that I am, like it's been real. Again, I'm just like, please, Trey, Corey, please make me stop talking right now. Please just start your stream so I can like turn this off. But no, I'm having a good time at this event, interacting with everyone. I miss hanging out with y'all in the chat, obviously. I do get to interact with a lot of y'all, either on your own content or like in the chats as well. So I'm immensely grateful for that. So thank you for allowing me into the community again, for sure. And Taladia Plays, what up, Rhea? Good to see you, Taladia. Always a pleasure to see you. And Good Talk HQ, what's up, my guy? Hello, heyo. Bro, like, what is reading right now? Reading comprehension is what? And just like scrolling through the chat to see what's up. Chubby, watch Rhea be the one to unite the Phantom. Hard, not likely. But thank you, Chubby. I appreciate it. And Retro says, Rhea, you've done your best. We're here for you. Thank you so much, Ken. Like literally, my brother from another mother. Like you've been in my corner like so much as like so many other people that I shouted out this stream. So thank you for everything that you do. And you're just like always in my corner, there to support and check in on me. And I don't think you realize how meaningful that is to me. So thank you. Sorry, I'm gonna like start crying. Oh my god, that's like legit my brother. Oh my god, but like legit as in like yes, like that. I see you. I see you, Ken. For sure. Cool. So oh my gosh, yeah, my sister snuck into the house. Do you want to come through? Oh my gosh, this is my sister, Gloria.
Hey. I'm the ratchet host sister, but she the rich.
No.
Oh my gosh, no,
sister. This is not it. These are not the moves you think they are.
Hi, friends.
Oh my gosh. She's literally the cutest.
OnlyFans.
No, oh my gosh. Like literally, what is happening right now? Like this woman just like crashed my Airbnb and was just like, I'm your sister, let me on your show. But no, that was my sister Gloria. Like I love her immensely. So yes, I'm so happy to see her. Yes, she just snuck into my Airbnb though. Fourth says, Rhea, why you live in my dream? And Good Talk says, Rhea, you always look so happy on Twitter and support a ton of people. I'm humbled to call you friend. I'm humbled to call all y'all friends for sure. Like, it's a big, sort of like indescribable feeling in my brain right now. And yes, thank you so much, Saggy, for coming through. Yes, love of my life, Saggy, on my online fiance. And Baden, hey Bea, good to see you. What's up, Baden? And Zodwriter says, this is such a great stream, Rhea. Glimmering Harpy, awesome when you are live. Does this mean you're going to get back into streaming regularly again? So I have a few trips coming up. Like I actually have a trip coming up with my sister. Well, first, my next trip is to see our good friend William at the Sci-Fi Center for his Tromania. Lloyd Kaufman Trauma Films like celebration event in Las Vegas. So I'm gonna go there later on in May, and then my sister and I are going to Miami, and then I'm going to too many games in June in Philadelphia. So I'm all over the place. So I don't know when I'm gonna start streaming again. I know that like this isn't goodbye. It's just see you later. So yes, I hope that answer suffices at least for like this split moment. Oh gosh. Okay. So, oh, Ryan Hartwell, thank you so much for the super chat. And again, this is I'm going to make sure to contribute all this to AFSP as well, in addition to my personal contributions towards like additional fundraising as well as like merch that I plan to get later. So thank you so much, Ryan. Ryan says, hope you're doing all right. I usually have a hard time improvising on camera, hence why I prefer to write things down ahead of time. Take care. Yes, yeah, I did write some stuff down. It is on my phone, and I'm still like, like not looking at my phone, trying to like, be present on camera, even though I know like all my notes are on my phone and I would love to be looking at them right now. Maybe I can email them to myself later on when I'm like, talking. But yeah. Anyway, welcome folks who are popping into the chat. I think we're about to wrap up. Thank you so much. And Taram, yes, I just answered. So yeah, I'm going to be traveling for the next couple of months. So yeah, I hope I can start streaming again in the near future though. This isn't goodbye. It's just, see you later. Gosh. And fourth, why is your lens so steamy, Rhea? Oh yeah, it's just, very hot in the house I'm at, and like lighting was like weird. Again, this is like all slapped together last minute, and I'm not ready to sleep. Less than 2 hours of sleep, so please bear with me. Okay, and what's up, y'all? What's up, Andrew? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And yes, thank y'all so much for all of your support. Okay, cool. And Jeju Shaolin, good to see you too. Okay, fourth is just like, there goes monetization, ready to go up. Oh, my sister is just literally like the cutest. And yes, wow, some rando. No, I know, like some rando that like, I literally grew up my entire life around. Okay, and I know, like I think she was saying that I'm going to start one, but like, yeah, no. With what time? With what time exactly? And yes, trying to live my best life, trying, like doing my best. And what's up, Matt? Good to see you. Happy Saturday to you, my guy. Congrats on meeting Zach. I couldn't have happened to a nicer person. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, and wishing you all the best as always. Cool. Fourth says Williams Termania. I heard Williams Clementi. Yes, I need to practice enunciating better. All my words just sort of like blend together like some sort of like weird like vomit watercolor painting. And watching from India. Nice. Welcome, Kevin. And yeah, I think I caught up with everyone in the chat, so I can go ahead and wrap up and direct y'all to the next portion of the event for Bat Channel, and then I'm also going to quickly announce the winner for the event as well. I'll go ahead and pause this music really quick, and let me see the winner of the giveaway that I am going to be announcing. So the poster winner to announce today, they're winning a signed poster by Zack, and there will also be additional prizes as well that you can sign up for. Again, I'll pop up the, oh, sorry, that was my DMs. Oops, sorry. Yeah, I'm reading my script right now, as you can see. Sorry, I'm like running a little bit late because I was just like, word vomiting all over the place. So yes, if you'd like to, enter for any of the giveaway prizes as well, definitely like, refer to this graphic here as far as like the tiers of like donations that you're able to do. And let me see, as far as like the winner of the giveaway that I'm going to be announcing right now. Yeah, so poster winner that I'm announcing today, winning a signed poster by Zack, is going to be Soups Batsy on Twitter. Congrats, Soups Batsy, Soups Batsy. Yes, sorry, I'm like, yeah, I can't speak. But yes, someone will be in touch with you to give you your prize, and there are still other prizes to be won as well, so people can still sign up. So yes, please do so. And yeah, I think that's gonna wrap up my segment. I'll go ahead and drop a link to Trey and Corey on their channel, the Bat channel, so that y'all can go support there. So I will go ahead and copy that and paste it into the chat for y'all. Go support the Bat channel. Yay! Alrighty, so yeah, I think I'll go ahead and wrap up on that note. Thank y'all so much for coming through to hang out with me for a little bit. I'll play the super awesome graphic from I just want to make sure I use the right file. Aldasten, yes, Aldasten on Fiverr. Thank you again for the awesome graphic. I'll go ahead and play it as the outro, and I'll catch y'all later. All right, take care. Bye.